all weekend long, we have been talking about this DLC reveal trailer, okay?
Yes.
Like, we've been hyping it
Show
up.
us.
We've been showing you snippets. I think we saw a thumbnail,
Show us.
part of a trampoline, some barbed wire. Frost's head was in one of them. So, I mean, like, I know we are all amped for this. We want to see this 30-minute DLC reveal trailer, right?
30 minutes.
Do y'all want to see
yes.
it?
30 minutes. Hell yeah.
Stop talking,
Okay,
Cap.
I'm done talking. Roll
Show
the
us.
tape.
Woo!
Hey, Siege fans. I'm your host, Seltzer, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to Operation Shadow Legacy.
Okay.
The biggest season yet.
So I know what's coming, chat, but you
We're
don't.
still
So get
coming at you
excited.
from the comforts of our own homes, and we're excited to share what's coming up with the help of our very own Ubisoft news team. They've put together a quick look at what's in store today, starting with our newest operator.
Sam
Most of you know him
Fisher.
as Sam Fisher,
Ah,
but
also
in
known as
Siege,
Zero.
we like to call him Zero.
Yes. It's 3 eyes. I told you, chat. He has 3 eyes.
Write me off.
You're laughing at me. Well, he's pissed plus 3 eyes. It's the same thing.
August cam placed.
Is it a camera?
In Operation Shadow Legacy, a legend steps out of the darkness
scope?
and into the light as Sam Fisher comes to Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh,
Armed
we
with a
can
powerful
shoot.
new
I didn't know
intel
that.
gathering gadget, a deadly new assault rifle, and a gruff demeanor honed over years of
Do you see
field
that,
work,
chat? It was a
Fisher
green
steps
red
into his
dot.
new call
Can we
sign,
change
Zero,
color
with
of
all
our
the
scopes?
swagger you'd expect from an
Do you see
icon.
that?
Perfect shot.
But Shadow Legacy is about more than one
Purple?
operator.
Can we change
it's
the
about
color
a
of our
whole
scopes?
host of gameplay modifications
Reach
that will
and charge,
change
secondary
the
gadget?
way you play Siege.
Smart ping system?
Ping 2.0. New
Like
and
Apex
updated
Legends and
optics,
Fortnite?
A hard breaching secondary gadget. Pool
Mix of vault hole
reinforcements
or crouch
and
hole.
map ban, plus the match replay alpha phase on the test server are just some of the updates
Also, he
that,
has the,
along with
new
the
weapon,
rework of
the
the scenic
F2000.
Chalet map, will ensure this season has a lasting legacy.
Which is pretty
It
punk.
starts with Sam Fisher joining Team Rainbow as Zero,
has nades?
a medium speed, medium armor
2 speed,
attacker.
2 armor. Nice.
His SC-3000K assault rifle
it's a
may look familiar
SC-3000K,
to
not a
fans of his
2000, sorry.
previous work, and
Looks
it's
like
right
it.
at home in Siege with a variety of optics to suit your
It
preferred
slaps.
style. He can also rock the MP7, and he's got a 5.7 USG sidearm with an
Wait,
integrated
look at the
suppressor
pistol. Did they
in
change the
keeping with
animation?
his signature stealthy style.
That looks so weird.
Speaking of which,
Oh,
check
different.
out the laser sight on his Argus launcher. It doesn't just have the look, it also delivers the goods. Intel.
Ready. August launch.
So it
Always
sees
one
through,
to
yeah?
use cameras to his advantage,
Yeah.
Zero can fire his Argus
You can view both
projectiles
sides.
into breakable and reinforced surfaces to burrow through and create camera vision on both sides of the barrier.
Oh,
Walls,
that's clean.
floors, hatches, and ceilings are all potential peak points for
Oh, it's just a
Zero
SAM
and his
animation? Ah.
allies. And though the two-way cameras can only look in one direction at a time, there's no more versatile way to get a look into a room the defenders don't want you to see. Even if they can't
Capcom's
burrow
blind.
all the way through,
You should probably see
Zero's
that.
camera projectiles will still stick into most surfaces.
How many does he
opening up
have,
a
2?
world of possibilities for cheeky new camera placements.
Cam deployed.
And it's not just intel they'll be gathering. Each Argus projectile can fire a single laser
Oh, a
to
single.
destroy enemy gadgets or
Oh.
deal minor damage
Only
to enemies
one.
themselves. Zero's gadget is a
Has
powerful
4. I
new
see there,
tool
4.
for the attacking team, so defenders will
4.
want to keep their eyes and ears
So
peeled.
4 bandage, like 4 twitch saps,
The
basically.
projectiles make a distinct sound when burrowing into place,
Okay.
and can be easily destroyed with a bullet.
Okay.
Electrified surfaces will destroy the
Yes,
projectiles
good.
on contact.
Do they get muted?
Also, mute jammers will keep them from
Yes.
functioning, while Wamai and Jaeger's gadgets will snap up any that fly by.
Interesting.
But with so many places to deploy his gadget from relative safety, and so many ways to put it to use, Zero is sure
Oh,
to
I
make
can
his
pop
presence
Goyos!
felt
Yes!
on Team Rainbow.
Why can't Twitch
The map
do
you've been
that?
seeing
God
here is
damn. Just not in prep
likely
phase, you know?
familiar. I mean,
Fuck.
who
Twitch
hasn't
sucks
spent
now.
time in an expansive remote chalet surrounded by snow-capped peaks? The chalet map
This scope is
rework
interesting.
brings some new navigation options to the venerable retreat, notably the ability to rappel all the way up and traverse the rooftop.
Yes.
There are some interior renovations as well,
That looks
including
nice.
one window you'll definitely want to watch out for, but we'll leave it to the level design team to tell you more.
I told you it was a big season. Now let's dive
He's
in and
kinda
take a
loud
deeper look at
compared
our
to the
map
other guy.
rework. Chalet, here we come.
Brought me back to my earlier years playing Rainbow Six, going through the woods with my squad, going towards the objective, And that's the same kind of feeling I have right now when I look at Chalet.
Wait,
Things
what
we
change?
wanted to improve.
I didn't really
was,
notice the change there.
The objective, making it a bit more
That's
fair
nice.
on
That's.
attack.
Maybe I was looking in
And
the
on
wrong spot. I was looking at the
defense,
trees, to be
making it
fair,
a
because
bit
it said
more
forest.
interesting. The way you
Oh,
attack
that
the
looks.
map now is
The
completely
surface there is so
different
much
than
nicer,
before.
but they still left all
Simply
the
because we
bottles and
added
bullshit.
roofs in the map.
Oh, that's cool.
You can move on the roof. That's completely different.
They still left all
way
the
you get,
fucking
line of sight
bullshit and
into
tables.
rooms and stuff. It's a simple thing, but for the map, like, it changes the whole dynamic.
Could be a
So the basement is pretty much all there. Only for one major difference, which
does
is
feel
something
slower,
new,
yeah,
is
and
that
smoother.
we've connected the hallway that people call blue from the stairs.
Oh, look at that
go to the
skull, it
hallway
looks so
and into
good.
cellars.
Okay, it's
Cellar,
purple.
We made it a bit different.
It's really big.
help
It's
a lot of the
really,
defenders.
really
So the
big.
garage door is a really cool way to
Like,
attack
that
the
is
objective, and
atrocious,
we didn't really
no?
want to change it too much.
Who has
The
a
only thing we
black
did is
scope?
add a window
You can't
right
see anything.
above, the
And he'll
garage
blend
door,
in with
making it
everything.
So defenders can
Look,
peek
you can
through the
barely
window
see where
and
his
put
where his
pressure,
fucking crosshair is when he
and
scopes in.
It just makes it
It's black
so
on black.
the gameplay is a bit more interactive during this phase of the attack instead of just being the attackers.
Okay.
Let's see what it takes to bring a legend like Sam Fisher into Siege.
Some coding, I hope. Otherwise, he's not real.
There is a lot of elements in the Sam Fisher fantasy that revolved around the Sam Fisher Splinter Cell gameplay of infiltration, of stealth against AIs. Those elements we had to...
I really like how they're making these videos with the devs. Like, I've been asking for this for a very long time. Like, I think it's what the game kind of needed. I really like that there's Hawking, their voice, their face. I've met this guy as well a few times at the workshop. I really respect that they're doing this. Especially with this community being so fucking toxic.
How can I have an idea what's happening on the other side of the wall?
The only thing I'm worried of is that this guy has nades too. Like, he has nades, this gadget, and a good gun. And 2-speed 2 armor, so he's probably gonna be kind of strong, but that's probably a good thing, to be fair. It is Sam Fisher, he pretty much has to be strong. Imagine if he is like Tashanga, you just couldn't play him, right? Look at the bomb, they changed it. It's thicker, no?
Because the
Look this way,
fantasy
this
of
way.
having
Look,
gadgets
oh.
embedded in the camera was strong, and
They
also,
changed the bomb.
since the laser is visible and
They didn't change the way I would have liked them to,
relevant
but they
for
did change it a
Zero
bit, it does
to
appear.
actually- like the core role of Sam here is definitely going to be intel
You can
gatherer.
change the color of the reticles, I
And
believe,
as a
so
result,
it can be
one
all
of the
colors, yeah.
part is thrives very much, like he's really good at flank watching. Flank watching is really a strong suit. At the
Yeah,
same
that
time,
flank watch gonna
we
be
made a kit
insane.
for him that would allow him to
Like,
get
you're
rid of a
not
lot
gonna
of
find
tools.
these cams that easily when you're flanking. You almost need a fucking IQ and defense nowadays.
So we could not afford to have those camera being as subtle.
Yes,
as
that's a good
Valkyrie, for
point.
example,
It needs to be
and we had
stand out.
make them more visible. So
Yeah.
when they land, they make a distinct thud. They are bigger than a Valkyrie cam.
Yeah.
They are a very distinctive shape. They can decal around it.
That's really
So
good.
If you look for it as a defender, you should be able to find it. And it might be difficult to catch them with a regular mute jammer. Mute jammer are efficient at catching drones because you can funnel them through doors, drone holes, etc. So it's a pretty
Yeah,
great
he has
way
6
to
cams,
go
2 drones and
around,
4 cams.
Mute mode setup, for example.
Now, if it hasn't sunk in yet that this season's a little bit different, we're about to make it crystal clear.
Yes.
This new era of Siege is kicking off with a ton of core gameplay modifications
Yes, they
that
are.
are going to change the way you play.
Yes, they
Here
are.
to tell us more are some of our wonderful developers from Montreal and Barcelona.
Yeah, nice. Optics, so they're changing
First of all,
scopes.
We're introducing 2 new
1.5
sights,
and
a new
2x,
red dot and a new holographic
I
sight.
believe.
We are also bringing in 2 new scopes. One of it, which is going to be a
1x,
1.5
yeah,
zoom level,
1.5x
the
zoom
other one is
level,
going to
and a
be
2.0.
zoom level.
Yes.
We are also changing
ACOG is
the
3.0, I
We're
believe.
reducing the
Yeah.
zoom level to 2.5 from
They're actually
2.0.
changing ACOG as well,
We are
interesting.
also keeping the 3.0 level. We're going to change the reticle and aesthetic insight of the scope, and it will also be distributed
Mm-hmm.
on DMRs. So yes, it's going to provide us with a new balancing tool
Interesting.
for kits and provide you with different experience.
I'll play a bunch of that. I want
hope
to test out
that
these scopes.
People find new favorites. They
Oh,
will rediscover
oh!
some weapons that they
Look at that, that was
discarded
nice.
before because they didn't have the ACOG. Now with a 1.5x,
That's not
maybe
nice.
they'll
That's way
discover
too big,
that this
way
weapon
too
is
big.
Crazy good, and they'll have a new favorite.
Way too big.
One of the
I hope we can change the reticle size, because they're quite big in my opinion. Not a big fan of that. I think with $3 here before.
Keeping the global sensitivity tab
You can change the color of the scope, the opacity, and the color blindness.
When you open this, you will have plenty of choice for colors of your reticles. You will be
But
able
not the
to choose
size?
Brown, color blind.
You can't
type,
choose size?
or simply pick a colors among the choices. And one of the other
Okay.
things that we will
Okay,
bring
okay.
to this customization is
Okay.
the opacity level of the reticles. You can open this menu and this tab while you are in game, and then you'll be able to
Oh,
change
the
it
white one looks
whenever you
interesting.
want.
Oh boys, this one is good. You're gonna have 10 reinforcements as a team.
And with the new system of reinforcement, we have replaced this individual amount by
a common pool, yeah. So you have 10 reinforcements as a team. That means one guy can reinforce 10 walls, or you know, 5 guys can reinforce 2, you know, 3 guys can reinforce 3 each.
Or leave the game, you are still 10
so if somebody disconnects or doesn't reinforce in rank, you can do them for him, basically. And this is a way of balancing for like Jaeger, Capcan, Castle, Smoke, and Mute, because they have a lot to do in preparation phase, and then other people like Bandit, like Pulse, who don't do a lot, they can reinforce for them. That's gonna change Pro League a bit. I did still kind of wish that they changed it so that you reinforce faster, because the reinforcement takes a long time, right? They could in theory just have reduced the reinforcement time a little bit, at least in prep phase, not necessarily mid-round, but this works too. And then the smart ping system, we've seen that before at Invitationals, I believe. We can spot like a castle barricade. There's like Apex Legends, like Fortnite. It's gonna make ranked and unranked much more enjoyable, because you don't need to communicate with your microphone. Like you just, oh, ping mirror window, right? Instead of saying mirror window on yellow ping, you just ping it. And you can ping the glory shield from the opposite side, so you can see if it's a glory shield or not.
Your own gadgets. So this is useful for every level of the player, because let's say you pick the mute.
Yeah, mute, good example.
And you will be able to pin your own gadget to tell other players that I put mute gadget on this location. It's gonna be available on observation tool too. So you will be able to pin
on a drone,
camera.
You can ping on a drone. That's really efficient for droning out in interfraggers and stuff. It's gonna make finding Valcam so much easier. And then you have the secondary heart breach, which is like a crouch level or a vault hole.
So in the past few years, we saw that attackers'
so you can vault through this hole right here. And you put it further down, you can crouch through it, I believe.
Bringing a heart breacher is a must, and we would like to ease it a little bit. And with the secondary gadget, the attackers don't need to bring a dedicated heart breacher, and maybe it can lead to.
We saw this in MI 2, I believe.
So the heart breach charge, it's a
bit
slower, and the hole it makes
it's really easy to juggle with kite and bandit and stuff.
Enough to vault through,
also gets impacted by mute, I believe.
Crouch walk through. We would like to try to pre-reinforce the rooftop hatches, and this means that at the beginning of the round, all the rooftop
hatches they didn't actually do that, did they? No.
This would give the defenders new opportunities and new defense strategies, because now they can decide to commit to defend those hatches with the help of kite.
See, I saw that was happening. I didn't think they would actually do it, because we gave it a lot of bad feedback.
If it doesn't work, or players don't like it, we are ready to revert.
Thank you for saying that.
But if it works,
they're happy to. That's not gonna work. Imagine you play Cafe and nobody picks a heart breach with the gadget. You can't breach the hatch. You cannot win.
We would like to give the agency to the players.
Yes. To map bans.
To influence what maps they are playing or what maps they don't want to play. This will reduce the frustration of the
playing
player
a fucking Outback in Chile.
A certain map, and also can even lead to sometimes toxic behaviors of rage quitting. We will introduce first in the ranked and unranked playlists, and in the future we might add it to other playlists as well. There will be 3 maps generated randomly from the playlist map pool, and each team can vote to ban one of those. And at the end, what is not banned, they will play that one.
Along with all the features coming to you in-game this season, we've got 2 features coming to you outside the game. You've told us how important it is to track your performance, and so we're going to launch a new personal stat tracker called My Siege Stats on Rainbow6.com. We've built this platform to be a meaningful tool to track your performance and help you become a better player. Simply enter your username and we'll give you a host of stats that you can use to analyze your matches and target areas of improvement. My Siege Stats will go live with the launch of Shadow Legacy, so hop in and check it out.